How are you wiring your brain? Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes like this one. Are you ready? Well, let's get started. Your brain is in a constant state of change, and you can take a more conscious and intentional role in wiring it to serve you best, because a better wired brain helps you make better decisions, it helps you be more effective, and it helps you be more satisfied with pretty much everything in your life. And who doesn't want to make better decisions, be more effective, be more satisfied? So let me give you 4 ways that you can start rewiring your brain, one of which you've probably heard, the other 3 you might not have thought about. So here they are. Number 1, you can feed it better, feed your brain better. I mean, you know this one, right? Putting better stuff in, more positive stuff, more effective stuff, more stuff that's connected to what you want to get better at. You know it, but you don't necessarily do it. Good news, this content, this video or this podcast is a good start to feeding your brain better. Number 2, you can stop complaining. Because complaining activates our reticular activating system to look for more things that are negative. Right? And when we are looking for things to complain about, we justify our lack of behavior, lack of action. So complaining helps us look for the wrong things and the negative, and keeps us from taking action when we could. So complaining keeps us from being accountable anyway. That's some bad wiring, everybody. Next, eliminate sarcasm. Now, I've talked about this before, and in the show notes, you'll find a link, and if you are watching, we'll give you a link to when I've talked about sarcasm. Like, it doesn't help you because it frames things ineffectively, and it can hurt relationships. And lastly, assume positive intent. Now, I've talked about this one too, again, in the show notes or in the links below, because when we assume the best about others, we give them a chance to live up to that. And just because we are assuming the best doesn't mean we're deluding ourselves or spinning things. It simply means we start from a place of value and possibility rather than the opposite. Those are 4 things we can do starting today to rewire our brain in a better way. If we're thinking about this as an organization, think about the rewiring that's happening with our culture. Is your culture supporting the kinds of things I've just talked about or not? We can ask ourselves how we can use our culture to rewire everyone's brains for better outcomes. Let me close with today's remarkable reminder. Are you consciously rewiring your brain to serve you best? If you want good stuff to feed your brain in that rewiring process, how about more of stuff like this? If you're watching me, you should join us on the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. If you're listening to the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, you're already doing it. Congratulations. If you're watching instead of listening, or if you're hearing this but not subscribed, get subscribed to the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, or go to remarkablepodcast.com to learn where you can subscribe. We'll see you then. And when you do, you'll be back for next week's episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.